Welcome to this recorder podcast from Mollenhauer. Today we would like to look at how to oil a recorder properly. Taking care of your recorder involves impregnating the wood in certain places to protect it from the moisture generated during playing and from atmospheric humidity. Customers frequently ask us how to oil a recorder properly, which oil to use, and also about the process of oiling. We hope this video will help you to become an oiling expert. For this subject I have enlisted the help of recorder maker Vera Jan. Vera, how do you go about oiling a recorder? Can you explain it to us in detail?
Oiling a recorder isn't really that difficult. All you will require are a few utensils, the recorder of course, and then you can start. First, I would like to show you the utensils that are required when oiling a recorder. You will find the most important ones in the Mollenhauer maintenance kit. You also require a protective surface, such as a thick piece of cardboard or a paper plate. The recorder that requires oiling, a thin bottle brush, a pipe cleaner, a piece of cling film or kitchen foil, recorder oil, available from music specialist shops. Linseed oil or almond oil are the most suitable. A wooden cleaning rod, 2 cotton racks and a small brush. You will also need a screw top jar, as racks soaked in linseed oil can self-ignite and must be kept in an airtight jar. The frequency of oiling depends on the type of wood and the demands placed on the instrument. Generally, recorders should be oiled 2 or 3 times a year. Fluff and dirt can be removed from the inside of the bore using a small bottle brush. In a similar way, you can clean around the finger holes with a pipe cleaner. Recorder keys need to be protected before oiling because neither the pads nor the moving parts of the keys should come into contact with the recorder oil. The vegetable oils used will harden, and this would have a detrimental effect on the mobility of the keys. For this reason, I now insert a piece of kitchen foil between the hole and the pad of the key and fix it into place. Now at last, we can start the oiling process. Using the cleaning rod and a small oily but not soaking lint-free cotton cloth, wipe the inside of the middle and foot joints thoroughly with oil. You can also oil the sides of the finger holes. Do this with an oily pipe cleaner. You then stand the recorder parts up so that the oil can soak in. The head joint requires particular care and attention. Hold the head joint at an angle with the beak at the top so that no oil can flow onto the block. Also, the lower end of the block must not come into contact with the oil. To prevent any oil contacting the block, measure in advance, using the cleaning rod, the length from the bottom of the head joint to the labium. A finger marks the place on the rod, and then, without worrying, you can oil the inside of the head joint by rotating it gently. The finger provides a natural stop. Now, using the small brush, oil the labium without touching the block. For larger instruments, you can also oil the sides of the window. The back of the beak can be wiped with a tiny drop of oil to freshen up the wood. Unvarnished recorders should be wiped on the outside with a slightly oily cloth. This enlivens the grain of the wood and also removes some small scratches and other signs of use. Varnished recorders do not need oiling on the outside. They may be oiled on the inside, but carefully and with not too much oil. Now leave the instrument to dry for at least 10 to 12 hours, preferably overnight. For this, all parts should be left standing upright. Now remove any surplus oil by wiping all parts of the recorder thoroughly with a clean cloth, both on the inside and the outside. This step must not be left out under any circumstances. Dry the sides of the finger holes with a clean pipe cleaner. The oil that remains here can have a detrimental effect on the tuning of your recorder. All done. Looks better, doesn't it?
Thank you, Vera, for these very detailed instructions on oiling a recorder.
Dear viewer, perhaps you'd like to watch this film again. Here's another tip. On our website mollenhauer.com you can find these instructions in writing under the heading Useful Information.
Thank you for watching and goodbye. I'll see you at the next Recorder podcast from Mollenhauer.